Los Angeles County took the first step Tuesday toward a mandatory earthquake retrofit order for the types of concrete buildings that collapsed catastrophically and the devastating earthquakes that shook Turkey and Syria, causing many of the 50,000 deaths tallied so far. The Board of Supervisors voted unanimously to ask officials to prepare new rules that would require non-ductile, concrete buildings owned by the county, as well as any located in unincorporated areas, to be retrofitted. Once the new rules go into effect, building owners would have 10 years to complete the retrofits. The supervisors also ordered officials to create an inventory in unincorporated areas of all soft-story, residential buildings, structures vulnerable to come tumbling down in the next big earthquake. By taking inventory, we will have a true understanding of the scale of how many buildings in Payo. This will allow us to proactively plan and save lives for when, not if, major seismic activity occurs. The older type of concrete buildings targeted by officials have a well-known defect discovered in the 1971 Sylmar earthquake. The deficiency involves an inadequate configuration of steel reinforcing bars in the concrete frames of buildings, many of which were built in the post-World War II building boom across California and around the world. The flaw of insufficient steel reinforcement in the concrete frame allows concrete to explode out of columns when shaken in an earthquake, a prelude to a catastrophic collapse. Following the 1971 earthquake, the buildings were declared to be non-ductile, meaning they're brittle and prone to collapse in an earthquake. That type of construction was deemed so unsafe that it was banned for future construction by the 1980s. But most local governments have done little to order older buildings be evaluated and strengthened if found to be deficient. A number of these non-ductile concrete buildings collapsed in the 1971 Sylmar and 1994 Northridge earthquakes, which were magnitude 6.6 and 6.7, respectively. 49 people died in the collapse of the Veterans Administration Hospital in Sylmar, and 3 were killed when the newly built Olive View Medical Center saw buildings and stairways collapse, lurch or topple. A Kaiser Permanente office and clinic and a Bullock's department store partly collapsed in the 1994 Northridge earthquake. The same type of non-ductile flaw led to the collapse of freeways in the Northridge earthquake and the 1989 Loma Prieta quake in the San Francisco Bay Area.